it's Chloe. As the title of the video suggests, today we're making a tier list. I've wanted to make a video ranking the Winx Club transformations for a while, but a few other Winx YouTubers have already done the countdown format, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to frame mine, but I thought a tier list would work the best. Plus, they're fun to make and argue about. Luckily, there's already one ready for us to use, created by Marco X Fenty with Winx Club English providing the images. For this list, Sophix and Lovix are included under the Believix umbrella, and the original transformation Magic Winx has been combined with the Season 2 power-up Charmix. I'll leave a link to the tier list in the description below if you'd like to fill it out for yourself. Now, with housekeeping out of the way, let's rank some fairy forms. I couldn't decide whether to start from the beginning or the most recent, so we're just gonna bounce around. Alright, Harmonix. It's a very pretty transformation, very elegant, classy, very cosplay worthy, but also kind of useless considering they could do underwater spells before they even got Enchantix, so I'm not really sure what the purpose of this was other than just as a stepping stone for Sirenix. They really only use it for 6 episodes before earning Sirenix, so for me, I'm probably gonna put it in... I'm kind of teetering between B and C because concept is meh, but design and music are really nice. And there are definitely some worse ones on here that we're going to be putting in today, so I'll put it in B for now, but we'll see if it stays there. Bluemix. This one kind of has the opposite problem, really good concept, but just horrible execution, at least in terms of how the girls earn Bluemix. I mean, the designs are very pretty. I mean, they do have that warrior look to them, which I really like, and which is also part of why I like Sirenix so much. But the design is probably its only real strong suit. I mean, because even the splitting the dragon flame thing kind of just reminds us that Bloom is stupidly OP and really should have been nerfed by now, but here we are. I'm gonna put Bluemix in C tier. Butterflix. It's very pretty, but I don't like how they pretty much all have the exact same outfit, save for the color scheme and maybe some slight variation on the wings. And because it's supposed to be defensive magic, they can't really do much with it, so Butterflix is going to D tier for me. Dreamix. I kind of like Dreamix's concept, going into the dream world and saving people through there. Kind of reminded me of Sailor Moon Super S, I think it was. That's the one with the black dream hole. So it definitely gave me Sailor Moon vibes in that regard, and I mean, the designs are really pretty. I mean, it's a little different from the main show, but obviously that's what they were going for, since World of Winx is supposed to be aimed more slightly towards older teenagers, maybe even adults. So I'm gonna put Dreamix in... same thing, kind of teetering on B or C. The one thing that's stopping me from putting Dreamix in B tier is that we don't really see how the girls earn it exactly. You know, there's just an inciting incident, and then all of a sudden, surprise! Dreamix, they have powers, they can go to the dream world. I kind of wish they explained that a little bit better as to what they were supposed to do to get this power, why they got it, you know, how was it decided they would get it, things like that. So, for me, Dreamix is C tier, but like a C+. It's not a bad transformation, but there are definitely some more iconic ones on this list that we're going to go through. Onirix doesn't really do anything for me. It's kind of... honestly, it kind of feels really pointless considering the second season also takes place in Neverland and deals with people's dreams and stuff like that, but doesn't really do anything different from Dreamix, so Onirix is also going in D tier. Believix. I really like Believix. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of it in terms of how they did it, but I absolutely love the designs. The song is an absolute bop. And Believix is kind of interesting because it was the very first specialized mission-related transformation that we got post-Enchantix. So there are definitely some kinks to work out with concepts and all that stuff, but considering it was the first one of its kind, I can appreciate what they did with it, and I do love it a lot. And I'm not just biased because I did a Believix cosplay. I really do like this transformation a lot. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Mythics. Honestly, Mythics is kind of boring. Probably it doesn't help that they only use it for the Legendarium and absolutely nothing else, and Yusa doesn't even go into the Legendarium by herself, and honestly Bloom is really the only one who goes in more than twice. And even then her design's kind of all over the place, where the 2D version looks different from the 3D version and so on. Also, the whole concept of proving themselves to the wands was kind of meh. It seemed really cheap. I mean, the song isn't bad, but the Night Court version sounds pretty good. I mean, the designs are cute, but nothing particularly special, nothing that really screams Winx. Those could just be any fairy costume, so I'm putting Mythics in D tier. Cosmix. We can all agree that Season 8's art style sucks ass, but as far as the transformation itself goes, I do like everybody's designs. I do like the concept of them being given a new power right at the start of their quest to use specifically for that quest, because it's a lot different from what they did in the past where they had to earn it mid-quest in order to actually complete it. And the song is pretty catchy. I do find myself humming it sometimes. And the designs are really great. The wings are really the only area where they kind of have some uniformity, but the rest of the outfit, the designs are pretty unique to each girl. So I'm probably gonna put Cosmix in, do I want to put an A? I'm gonna keep it in B just because the art style kind of holds it back a little bit, but it's still a really good transformation. I give it like a B+. Tynix. I honestly don't get why people like Tynix. I think it's so pointless that they have this transformation because they could already shrink themselves down via Enchantix. Just the mini world thing just seemed kind of eh. Tynix is probably the one that could fit into World of Winx, which is kind of cool, but to me Tynix is very boring and unneeded, so hard D tier. Sirenix. I do like the concept of this one where they have to go on a quest to earn this transformation. Cosmix kind of inverted it where they're given the power so they can complete the quest. But what they did with Sirenix at the time was pretty unique to the series. Sure, while the designs are a little hit or miss, I mean, I think the Season 8 redesigns are pretty good. I just think Season 5s are a little bit easier from a cosplay standpoint. But still overall, pretty badass. Love the warrior look. The song is probably the best transformation song of the entire series, even better than Enchantix. So, A tier for me. Magic Winx. It's a very iconic transformation. It's the one that started everything. But it is pretty basic. They can't really do much with it right off the bat, so makes me want to throw it into B tier for that. But because this is the version that where we really connected with these girls, fell in love with them, and became invested in their journey to becoming more powerful fairies and finishing Althea. So for that, it's A tier for me. And last but not least, Enchantix. Everyone knew where this one was going. S tier! Yay! Yeah, that's the easiest one. I don't have to explain that. Pretty good. This is a pretty good list. I like this. I like this list. Kind of a shame that D tier makes up the majority of these. Really shows how the quality of the show has kind of declined. Some people would say after Season 3. I'll be a little generous and get it after Season 4 because that was before Nickelodeon took over and started producing shows. The nice thing with 12 different transformations is there's something different for everybody. So there's Harmonix and Sirenix for the people who like the aquatic stuff, and for people who like the space stuff, there's Cosmix, and Tynix for people who like the sparkly things. But yeah, nothing will ever beat Enchantix. I mean, the Season 8 redesign's trash, but we don't have to talk about that. The legacy still holds. But yeah, overall, I'd say this is accurate. You're welcome to fight me in the comments, but I stand by this list. And there we have it. Enchantix will always be top tier, S tier, because of how it plays to each girl's beauty and strength and just perfectly encapsulates each of their journeys towards getting to where they are at that point in the series. So much love to Enchantix. Can't wait to finally cosplay it one day. Feel free to share your own tier list or rankings with me in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, also the notification bell. You can also follow me on my other social media linked in the description, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!